What's up, guys? I'm bringing you Week 3 Team Builder of NPBA Season 2 versus the St. Joseph's Hawluchas. So, this team, he's got Mega Latios, the counterpart to Mega Latias, but I've got to say, Mega Latias definitely wins between the two. If I stay on him, he can't beat me, and I can most likely beat him. So that's the first thing I noticed about his team is the incredible offensive presence of Latios, but I brought a lot this week to try and check that, as well as the fact that Togekiss kind of destroys me, but once again, that's my other thing that I've planned a lot for. So the rest of his team, he's got Mamoswine, Kartana, Rotomwash, Victini, Arcanine, Boltund, Pangoro, and Drifblim. Of these, I expect to see definitely Latios, Togekiss. Probably I could see Victini coming, as it beats my defensive core pretty well. I don't particularly expect to see the Kartana, but it's a possibility. I also could see Arcanine coming, and maybe Pangoro and Mamoswine, as well as the Rotomwash. I don't think I'll bring Boltund or Drifblim. So here's the team I brought this week. My first one, this is overall kind of a more different team than the past 2 weeks. I've brought Aerodactyl for the first time, and I've got some sets that haven't really been running in the past, as well as some repeated sets. So first off, I've got Assault Vest Volcarona. So I was thinking Volcarona would be my win con this game, but looking at his team, too much of his stuff kinda walls Volcarona. Its move pool isn't that big beyond its core 3 moves of Giga Drain, Bug Buzz, and some fire move. I picked Fire Dance this week, but it could be Flamethrower instead. It also gets Hurricane and Psychic, but the only thing Hurricane is useful for is Pangoro, and Psychic's not good on anything on his team. So I was thinking I wanted like a Quiver Dance set, but I realized if I run Assault Vest, Mega Latios kinda can't touch me, and Togekiss can't really touch me, both of which I kinda struggle against, unless I'm already set up. The reason I know I'll struggle against the Togekiss is because I know for almost a 100% fact he's going to Scarfed. So, oh, I just disconnected, sorry about that. There we go. So, Togekiss, knowing that it's Choice Scarfed, it means Volcarona would have to have at least 1 Quiver Dance up. Otherwise, I'm just going to get flinched out and probably die in like 2 Air Slashes. So, I just decided to go bulkier this time. I'm still running max speed to outspeed the Victini, or at least speed tie it, as well as just outspeed like the rest of his team, like the Arcanine or the Mamoswine or whatever, in the Rotomwash. So, I've got Fiery Dance, Bug Buzz, Giga Drain, and Hurricane. Hurricane is just for the Pangoro and the Arcanine, because Arcanine resists all 3 of these moves, so I figured my last move, I mean, I don't really want to face the Arcanine anyway. I've got a lot of, actually everything else on my team would rather face it, but if I have to, Hurricane would be the strongest move, so I just decided to go with that. Bug Buzz is pretty obvious for the Mega Latios, as well as it hits the Victini pretty hard. Of course, gotta have a fire move. It's not super effective against Mamoswine, but it's just going to be the main stab for like Togekiss, and of course Kartana, and then the Giga Drain is good for the Mamoswine and the Rotomwash. So overall, it hits his team pretty well, other than the Arcanine. And then yeah, the reason I went with Fiery Dance is because I wanted some form of setup, so the off chance that I get a special attack raise, which is only a 50% chance, so it's actually not that bad. if I get that, he's going to have a hard time beating me, especially with Assault Fist and Giga Drain. I'm going to have a lot of healing, a lot of bulk on against a team that's mostly specially offensive. Like, I mean, it's probably an even split, but I'd say his better mons against me are special, most notably Latios, Togekiss, and to a lesser extent Rotom Wash. So I think this is going to be a pretty good set for this week. Next up, we've got probably my favorite Pokemon in draft at this point, which is Choice Scarf Crocodile. It is so good against Latios with that Darkest Lariat. Unfortunately, Latios doesn't take 1.5 times damage from knockoff, but that's okay. I'm still running knockoff because there's not really anything else I wanted, and I figured Latios still will take a lot of damage from it, and anything else that switches in will lose their item. Then, of course, Earthquake is for the Victini and the Arcanine, who otherwise I'm not too scared of them, but like Victini could have some offensive pressure, so with Choice Scarf, we're going to kind of negate that. I'm Scarf to outspeed the Bolton just in case, because it gets play rough. If he brings it, it'd be kind of annoying to deal with, so this is exactly enough speed to outspeed that. I'm running Intimidate because of the Mamoswine. I can switch in on a Mamoswine with this set, and because of Intimidate, I'll be pretty much fine, especially because I have a good amount of bulk. And Stone Edge is for Togekiss and Mamoswine, really. But also, like, he has 2 fire types, he's also got the Drifblim. He doesn't really have rock resistances other than Kartana and Pangoro. That said, Kartana does kind of wall this Crocodile with its pretty high defenses, but obviously the Volcarona and some later stuff on the team can deal with Kartana pretty well. So I'm thinking this is going to be pretty good as like a cleanup Pokemon, as well as just like an answer to a lot of his threats. If his Togekiss is Scarfed, it will, based on my speed tiers, it will be probably Scarfed to outspeed the Aerodactyl, or the Electrode even, which I don't even know if that's possible. So since it's Scarfed to outspeed the Aerodactyl, and I am Scarfed to outspeed the Boltund, I am now realizing I should be Scarfed to outspeed the Togekiss. So let me fix that actually real quick. So I guess if you don't know how I do my team building, I basically put it in the calculator, find it has 426 speed, and then I'm going to put in Crocodile and find, can I run Adamant? I cannot, sadly, but he wouldn't be max speed Scarfed. He would only be Scarfed to outspeed Aerodactyl, actually. So really what I need to do is have my Crocodile outspeed my own Aerodactyl by 2 points. So Aerodactyl has 394 speed, so I can go to 396 and I will outspeed the Togekiss. So that's 176 on the speed EVs instead of 124. So let me change that. And then I've got to adjust my HP down a bit. So not as bulky as we would have liked. 264. I'm going to just tell you right now, I'm doing the same thing with a Scarfed Urshifu. So I've got to go to 264 here as well. So anyway, now we will outspeed the Togekiss. I should have thought of that before. But Stone Edge will do a pretty good amount to it. I don't think it'll kill, but it will definitely kill after like Stealth Rocks. Next up, Urshifu Rapid Strike. So I'm running double Scarf this week. The main reason for this is both of these are just a little bit too slow to deal with his threats. I really want them to outspeed the Latios, because otherwise, like, Urshifu is obviously weak to Psychic, and the Crocodile isn't weak to Psychic, but Draco Meteor is going to hurt a lot, as well as Surf, Focus Blast, Aura Sphere, Ice Beam, anything like that. Just being able to outspeed and pretty much one-hit kill it is pretty nice. Then with Urshifu, I can't kill the Latios, but U-turn is going to hurt a lot, as well as like Surging Strikes will still like chunk it a bit. This is a little bit more for like the Mamoswine and the Kartana. Surging Strikes does a lot to Mamoswine, and Close Combat does a lot to Kartana. And then U-turn will still do a good amount to Mega Latios. And what's the last one? Stone Edge is once again for Togekiss. Although for this time, Surging Strikes against Togekiss will still do a lot. I just wanted to have Stone Edge because it's going to be stronger if I have to use it. And there weren't a lot of other options. I really was looking for like a better move. And I had like Thunder Punch, which doesn't seem very good against him. It's like the only thing I would want would be something to do with Rotom Wash, but I need a grass move for that, so there's not really much else here. And I really wanted to be Scarfed. So we're going with pretty much the same spread as the Crocodile, just enough speed to outspeed a Scarfed Togekiss. And then a Scarfed Togekiss that's trying to outspeed my Aerodactyl. If he's trying to outspeed my Electrode, he's probably going a little too hard on that. But anyway, this fills a similar role to Crocodile. It hits a bit harder, 394 attack compared to 366. So it's going to be pretty strong, good cleanup Pokemon as well, and U-Turn gives us a bit of momentum to hopefully go into Aerodactyl, who is making his debut in Week 3. So this is another fast sweeper. Stone Edge, Crunch, Defog, Stealth Rock. This has Heavy Duty Boots. I'd like to run Heavy Duty Boots on the Volcarona, but I kind of need Assault Vest here. So I've got Heavy Duty Boots on my Defogging Aerodactyl. The weird thing is I also have Stealth Rock. You might think that's a weird combo. I'm not just going to like click Stealth Rock and then click Defog right after. Hopefully like I can come in on his rocks or other hazards. I think he only has rocks from Mamoswine. That's pretty much his rock setter. I don't know what else gets it. Cortana might. I don't imagine Cortana runs that though. So like his team doesn't really have hazards other than Mamoswine setting rocks. So I'm not too worried about it. That's why like I'm not giving it to Volcarona, but just in case I'd like to have my HP. And then I'm bringing Defog as well as I don't need his other moves. And then Stealth Rock's like I need a Stealth Rocker to, sorry I keep clicking the wrong tab. His team's very weak to rocks. He has 4 rock weaknesses, and it's going to help deal with Togekiss mainly. This is like the Togekiss killer. Like, these two have Stone Edge, right? And Stone Edge will deal a lot, but this one has Stone Edge as well, but it's Stab. And that's the real difference. This will definitely OHKO. I don't think these two OHKO. I think these two deal like 80%-ish. This, I calced it, this will OHKO a Togekiss. And then Crunch is for Mega Latios, and it's pretty much for those two. It's pretty good against Mamoswine too. In Crunch, Stone Edge will hit the Victini pretty hard. Doesn't do too much to the Arcanine because it's a lot bulkier. I didn't run Dual Wing Beat because I figured the chance I'm going to deal with rocks is much higher than the chance I'm going to deal with Pangoro, so that's why I'm running Defog over Dual Wing Beat here. I also considered Dragon Dance, but I'm already going to be the fastest thing there. His highest speed is 121. We are obviously enough speed to outspeed. We're not actually enough speed to outspeed the Boltund, mainly because I don't think he'll bring it. I'm only enough speed to outspeed the Mega Latios, which has the same speed as Latios at 350. So I took a bit of a risk there, but I think it'll be fine. I'd like to have Adamant Nature, so I can definitely kill the Togekiss. One last thing, I considered Life Orb, but I calced it, and it doesn't make the difference against the Latios or the Togekiss. It's still a kill on Togekiss either way, and it's still a 2-hit KO on Latios either way, so I didn't really think it was worth it. Next up, I think I've run a similar set to this before, but a Calm Minding, bulky, fast Mega Latios. So you know how I was saying we can beat Latios? Well, if we're both in on each other, like we both are in at the same time, we both click Draco Meteor, there is a chance I live his Draco, he gets completely destroyed by Draco without any setup. That's just how the raw stats work out. We're actually not favored to live. We're actually more likely to not live. But if we win the speed tie, then I'll be fine. As well as if I have one Calm Mind up, I am perfectly fine. So this is going to be a good answer to Latios. Although Latios is kind of a good answer to Latios, but I think we have the better answer. It's not great against Togekiss, which is why I brought Ice Beam and do not have a Psychic move. Like I said earlier, he doesn't have any Psychic weaknesses. And there's not really any benefit to it. So Ice Beam, Mystical Fire. The Mystical Fire is solely for the Kartana. And yeah, for Rotom I would just Draco. And I would probably try to set up a Calm Mind as well. So overall, I think this is a good set. Now I'm doubting myself. I'm wondering if I should run like a different move to hit either Rotom or the fire types. But I think Draco Meteor will be good enough. And Calm Mind will be like a late game win condition. I want to save this for the late game. Definitely my early game Pokemon are like Aerodactyl and the two Choice Scarpers. I'd like to use like Volcarona, Latios when it's a little bit safer for them. Meaning like probably like the Rotom Wash. Not Rotom Wash. The like Togekiss is gone, and the hopefully Mega Latios is gone too. Last is our one defensive Pokemon this week, which is Toxapex. I'm running a Black Sludge set. Oh, if you didn't see the EVs, it's max HP, max speed here. So for Toxapex, I've got Black Sludge Regenerator. This is pretty standard. Scald, Toxic, Recover, Baneful Bunker. So my plan with this is destroy Togekiss with this, because he cannot touch Togekiss. Togekiss cannot touch this at all. Now I am running physically defensive because I still don't care about Togekiss, and I'd like to be able to like live a hit from physical Victini or like an Earthquake or something like that, or if he brings Boltund. So I kind of thought it'd be better just go physically defensive, because he's not, like, I don't want to stand on Latios regardless because it's so strong. I'd rather just have something else take care of it. So I decided to just go physical in terms of my defense. Scald is going to be nice to burn the Mamoswine, burn the Arcanine. I can't burn the Arcanine, but it'll at least deal a little bit of damage to it. And especially burn the Kartana, I'm hoping. This is a great check to Kartana, resisting both stabs and Sacred Sword. I don't know what other moves it runs, but it doesn't have moves to hit this. Toxic is like the main win condition against like Rotom Wash, which does deal a good amount of damage to us, but I can just like Toxic it, take a hit, switch into Latias, keep switching around, and like get the Regenerator off and make it so I don't ever die. Or just like recover Baneful Bunker, recover with Black Sludge, just be really annoying. And Baneful Bunker I'm running just to support the Toxic Stall strategy. And the reason I chose this over Protect was just like, I figured regular poison's pretty good too. It's 12% every turn. So if you think about it, regular poison in the first 2 turns is better than Toxic, because you'll have dealt 24% damage to them instead of 18%, and by 3 turns it's still even. And how often are they staying in past 3 turns on Toxic? Like, at that point, I don't really care that much. It'd be pretty bold to stay in that long. So, I'm thinking, like, Baneful Bunker might as well run it over Protect. The other option was Knockoff or Haze. The reason I didn't run Knockoff is because I have Crocodile to run Knockoff, and I'm not too concerned about his items this week. He hasn't got stuff that's like mainly threatening because of their items. He's more threatening just because like his raw stats. And then I didn't run Haze. I thought about Haze for a while, mainly because Latios is going to kill me anyway. I won't really have a chance to Haze it. At that point I'd have to go like full special defense, and I'm kind of messing up my game plan at that point. And then I think like Kartana could be like Swords Dance, right? But I already wall it. I can just go in and try to burn it, because I can't Toxic it. That's the annoying thing. I cannot Toxic the Kartana, but like I also wall it with the Volcarona, so not really too worried about Kartana. Honestly, I don't think he brings it. My team is kind of going to destroy it if he does. Every single thing on my team, thinking about it, yeah, every single thing on my team beats Kartana. And saying that out loud, it makes me want to run Energy Ball on the Latias. Oh, that's so much better. I like this a lot better. So running Energy Ball on Latias over Mystical Fire lets me hit Mamoswine and Rotom Wash. So I'm glad I realized that. I do not care about Kartana at all, because it dies to Volcarona. It doesn't take Earthquake that well. It dies to close combat. Yeah, it definitely beats Aerodactyl. It kind of beats Latias, and it's not it doesn't do anything to Toxapex, and I can just burn it, and then like Latias with Ice Beam will still do a lot of damage to it. So my main game plan. Sorry this is so long. I will put something into the description if you wanted to skip it, but at this point you've already watched it all. So my main game plan is going to be probably lead with the Urshifu and U-turn out and just pick whatever the ideal lead is based on that. Or lead with the Aerodactyl, get up rocks. I really wish this thing got U-turn. I would definitely run that over Defog. In this matchup specifically, because his only rock setter is like not that good at setting rocks. Like Mamoswine is good. Looking at its stats, it's like pretty bulky, pretty good attack and all that. But it's like you really want to use it to attack. If you're using it to set up rocks, it's going to take a huge hit. So anyway, I'm going to lead with probably one of these two. Try to get in Crocodile to intimidate and maybe get a good switch in to like Volcarona and like, not Volcarona, probably Latias, and then use Volcarona as like my special wall and Toxapex as my physical wall. So Volcarona is kind of playing a defensive role this week, which is rare. But with Giga Drain and Assault Vest, I think that's going to work out pretty well. So yeah, I think the end game is Latias for sure. And as well as Toxapex stalling with Toxic. Those are certainly my two win cons, but I have three very powerful Pokemon that can just deal a lot of damage to most of his team. We don't particularly get walled by anything, so I'm feeling pretty good about this one. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, what's up everyone? After that team builder, here we've got the week 3 battle against the St. Joseph's Hawluchas. So I've got to find my team. I think this is the right one, and the battle's right here, so let's get into it. I'm going to paste this link real quick. And it looks like Porygon is here now. So let's see. He brought the Togekiss, Mamoswine, Rotom Wash, Mega Lati, Victini, Kartana. So pretty much, I think that's what I thought he'd bring. He did not bring the Pangoro. It's just his top 6 mons. He didn't bring the Pangoro. So that is fine by me. I think I prefer he doesn't bring Pangoro. And what do I lead? I'm thinking on his part, Mamoswine looks like a pretty good lead. Does a lot of damage to a lot of my things. Which makes me want to lead with Urshifu, so I can just U-turn out with my Choice Scarf. So I think that's going to be a good play. So I'm going to go with that. He got his Mamoswine, and yeah, now I can just go Surging Strikes and kill him. He may, ooh, wait, do I go Close Combat? Because I think he goes into Latios here. But I'm just going to go Surging Strikes to be safe, because it'll still do a lot to Latios. Especially because it's not Mega'd yet. I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, when it Mega Evolves, it gains 20 defense, so a Latios switching into a max attack Surging Strikes is not going to appreciate it. So hopefully, yep, he goes into Latios, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so this is not going to be a 2-hit KO, but it's still a pretty good amount of damage. I'm totally fine with that. What he does here, I don't know what he'll do. He might just go for a Psychic move, in which case I should go Crocodile. I do have a physically defensive Toxapex. I don't really want to switch Latios in, because it kind of forces me to, like, hope he doesn't click a Dragon move and then hope I win a speed tie, which I'd rather not do. So I think I'll go into Crocodile here. This would be pretty bad if he predicts this, but I don't think he will. Yep, he did not predict it. Now we're in great shape. I highly doubt he switches here. I mean, I highly doubt he stays in here. So I'm going to have to run a damage calc here. Unfortunately, I forgot to import my team, so I'm going to need a second here. So I'm just wondering if knockoff will kill. I think it will, but I want to be certain. Yeah, it's not close. Okay. So I can just do knockoff here. He might go into Togekiss. That'd be a pretty good switch. Oga's Rotom Wash, that's fine too. Knockoff is going to do a little bit of damage. Get rid of the leftovers is the big thing there. And now I'm just going to go Latias. This is a very safe switch into Latias here. He's going to burn me. I'm totally fine with that. I don't have Roost, so it's a little bit annoying, I guess, but yeah, I'm just going to go Calm Mind because he cannot hurt me right now. He can Volt Switch. That'd be his best play, would be Volt Switching here. The reason I'm not Draco Metering is because I don't really care about this. He's going to stay in. We'll see if he does Full Switch. And he does. Okay, so that's a good play on his part. He might send in his Latios, or maybe his Kartana. Kartana? Let me check. Like, Kartana can't live. Kartana can't live a Draco Meteor. Because we're at +1. So it would have to be like Assault Vest to live it, which I don't think it will be. So I don't think anything can live Draco, and the only thing he could really do here is go into Togekiss. If he goes into Togekiss, we're not in great shape because it means it's probably Scarfed. Which I think I said in the team builder, it's almost guaranteed that he Scarfs the Togekiss. And from the looks of things, this Mamoswine is not Scarfed, because if it was Scarfed, I think he'd stay in on the Urshifu. He goes into the Mamoswine. Oh, wait, that's making me think this is Scarfed. Very interesting. He might just go Ice Shard here. I think that's what he's going to do. Yeah, I'm going to risk it and hope it's not. Well, I guess I could just calc. So, like, Mamoswine with a Scarf. Can he kill me? Ooh, it's very close. He probably won't kill me with Icicle Crash, though, even if he's adamant. Choice Scarf, so... Okay, and he's not, so he's dead. That was a little bit risky because he could have been Focus Sashed. I don't really know what his item is. I would go either Focus Sash or Choice Scarf there. But I think if you're going to lead with Mamoswine, it's pretty likely that you are not Scarfed because you probably... So he could be like Leftovers, he could be Choice Band, he could be Life Orb. Any of those, Choice Band or Life Orb, would kill me with Icicle Crash, but I knew I'd outspeed otherwise and kill him with an Energy Ball. As you can see here, it does 108%. He'd have to be pretty bulky to live it. 108% minimum. I guess that was a little risky. He could have been very bulky, like Assault Vest. That would have been bad, but he wasn't, so not in bad shape here. If he wants to beat this, okay, he's gonna go Victini. So I'm just gonna Draco. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Oh, Final Gambit. Nice. Good play on his part. Choice Scarf, Final Gambit. I actually told him about that set. That's an amazing set. That's a really good play on his part. I still get 2 kills with Latios. Actually, I don't know if that counts as a kill for Latios or if it just doesn't count as... Personally, I would count that as a kill. Anyway, I'm going to go into Crocodile here. It's definitely our best switch in. He goes into Rotom Wash, which is not really what we want here. Actually, I kind of wish I didn't do this now. Now I've got to check Rotom Wash. My knockoff did 36%, so he's defensive. How did it only do 36%? What? He's gonna be like Bold Nature. Is he Bold Nature and I got a minimum damage roll? Is that what happened? That's what it looks like. Wow. Well, if he is, he can't really hurt Volcarona. So I'm just gonna go into Volcarona. Goes for the Willow. So here, I mean, we don't outspeed, or we do outspeed, but I don't think he can kill us. I don't think he can even do that much. Oh, he can do a lot. But Giga Drain might be able to kill him. I don't think it can. Alright, here's the plan. Fiery Dance. Get the special attack raise. Oh, sorry about that. He misses his Hydro Pump, and now I go for Giga Drain. Yeah, it's pretty unlucky for him to miss that, but it didn't matter too much. I'd still be at like 80 to 85% health. I'll tell him after the game that the miss didn't actually matter. Here, my strongest move is just Fiery Dance. I don't really see a reason to switch. I have Assault Vest. He's probably Scarfed and will go for Air Slash. Ooh, exactly 50%. No flinch. Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Well, he did 156 damage there. I don't really think it's worth keeping around for this anymore. I think we're fine. So I'm just gonna hope I live, and I don't. That's why I think it's a crit. All right. Okay. So that's totally good. Here he is locked in, and interesting. I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna calc the Crocodile against the Togekiss. So we know he's Scarfed. Okay, I can 2-hit KO with Darkest Lariat. And he is obviously Scarfed because he outsped the Volcarona. So I'll just go Darkest Lariat twice. And I'll have to eat one Air Slash, which I can easily live. Because I am semi-bulky. I've got 80 HP, and also it's like Togekiss's special attack is good, but not insane. And it's just Air Slash. It's just a 75 base power move, so it's not that bad. The last thing is the Kartana is still an issue. I think it's not actually that bad because we have Urshifu, so I just have to keep this alive. The Toxapex isn't going to matter in this game. Actually, never mind. The Toxapex completely walls the Kartana. What do I even have? Yeah, I just squalled it. Yeah, he has no way of winning. So I can Darkest Lariat, he can Air Slash. It'll do a good amount, actually a lot more than I thought, but then he's dead. And then I'll see what happens from here. I don't know if he'll switch. I don't think it's worth switching on his part. Oh, Speed Tie. Very strange. He somehow ran the exact same. Oh, you know why? He was Scarfed to outspeed Latias, and I was Scarfed to outspeed Latios. So we ended up being the same speed. I did not take that into account. So, okay, I live on 2 HP. We obviously outspeed this thing. Is it worth preserving? Yeah, it is. I can preserve. Actually, yeah, okay, I can't lose because of Urshifu, so I'll be fine. Going to Toxapex, he's going to Leaf Blade. Does a bit more than I'd like. I'm going to use Recover here. I'm going to Baneful Bunker. I'm going to be annoying, sorry. I wonder if he's like Bandit or something. That was a lot of damage. Generally with Kartana, I feel like you just want Focus Sash. Because like I have Volcarona. Oh, okay, good switch on his part. I'm just going to Baneful Bunker here and see what he clicks. Because I still would like to use this Crocodile to kill this. Okay, Psychic, that's fine. So now I'm going to Toxic. Oh, he goes Psychic again, that's fine. Now I will go Crocodile. Darkest Lariat easily kills. Oh, Knock Off also easily kills, so I'll just Knock Off because he might switch. This is looking like a 3-0, I think. That's a kill. And then it's actually not looking like a 3-0 now that I think about it. Yeah, I have no switch-ins for this, so I have to sack off Crocodile here. Oh wait, hold on. No, there's no way. I was thinking he might get Beast Boost on speed. It'll definitely... Oh, he was Focus Sash. It'll definitely be his attack stat here. If it's a speed stat, we're screwed, but it's not. And then this is game. So, good game. Definitely a little bit closer than I thought it'd be. I think I could have played the Volcarona a little bit better. But overall, pretty good game here. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.